Hey and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a favourites video for you, a monthly favourites. So this will be May favourites. I can't believe we're almost in June. I have not done a favourites before on my channel. So this is sort of a gathering over more than a month of stuff that I wanted to show you. But most are things that I have been absolutely loving and that I have rediscovered this month. So let's just get started. I'm not going to do these in order, it's just going to be completely random. First thing is the Clinique All About the Eyes Eye Cream. I've been using this cream every day before bed for the past 2 to 3 weeks and I've noticed a huge difference in my under eyes. During the day they just appear much brighter and much more open, so I am really happy with this. It goes on like butter, it is so smooth. And that is all I have left because I have used it all. So this is the tiny version that they give you with the bonus time. You can buy a full version, but I have a feeling it's quite pricey, so I will warn you about that. Next is the Simple Cleanser. This is from their Kind to Skin range, and I have been using this every morning and every night as I wash my face for the past 2 weeks. So yeah, I just put a little bit on a cotton wool pad, and it just looks like that. It's so soft and creamy, and I was surprised that it was appropriate for my skin because I am oily. I wasn't sure because it does feel very oily, but it hasn't upset it. I haven't had any new blemishes or spots from it, so I've continued to use it, and it is just, it's so luxurious. And obviously the price is right as well because it is simple. Sometimes I try all of these expensive brands and you've just got to go to the high street to find one that your skin likes, really. You don't need to spend so much money all the time. Next is my Smashbox Contour Palette. I have been using this every single day as part of my makeup routine, apart from the highlight, because that colour is too dark for me. Because I am naturally pale, I've had a tan recently, so I will look a bit darker now, but normally I cannot wear that colour. But I didn't buy it for that, I bought it for the contour shade because it's not orangey like most other contour shades. It is definitely more of a cool tone brown, and it looks so natural and cheap. I've got it on now, I don't know if you can tell. I just put it on the jawline, cheekbones and around my temple area, and it just leaves me with a really natural finish. So that is that. Next, I have to mention these because these have been my favourite shadows this month. I have pretty much worn them every day, and every time I've had a special occasion, a do or something, I've always worn one of these for that. And that is the Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadows. These are the just normal eyeshadows. These are the 5 foiled ones that I picked. My most recent tutorials have been based around these shadows. I haven't put them down. I love playing with them. They are so pigmented that on camera especially you can tell how pigmented they are. They show up amazingly. My favourite has to be this one here, the turquoise, which is called Pegasus. You can see how insane. Just, they are so creamy and blendable and buttery. Oh my gosh, and they've got a shimmer. Look at that. So yes, I have ever so slightly fallen in love with those. Moving on. Next is my Smashbox powder. This is the translucent powder. Heard many things on the internet about these, but I feel like no one really explained or expressed how good these really are. Because, I don't know if you can see, literally I've got these tiny white holes, and inside the holes is the powder, so you do have to give it a bit of a shake when you want to use it, which can be difficult sometimes because it is so light and fluffy. It tends to kind of explode everywhere, so you have to be careful with that. I put this on when I have finished doing my foundation and concealer. So towards the end of the day, when I would usually be starting to break out oil-wise, I would usually, you know, you sort of feel your nose and it feels like oil. It's like an oily nose. And since wearing this powder, I have tested that, and at about 4 or 5 o'clock every day, I have just gone like this and it's matte. There is absolutely no oil seeping through. I used to use this Maybelline matte maker and this was okay, it did work for me. It did the trick, but it didn't keep me oil free. So this has become my new best friend and a part of my everyday routine. So if you are oily, I highly recommend that you get this, because to me this is the only thing that has ever worked. Do you like my new background? If you follow my blog, I had a massive sort out of my background yesterday, or my beauty area. I've just moved back from university, so I finally have all of my makeup and clothing and everything back here. So I spent a few hours just sorting out that, so I'm finally happy from where I've put my camera now, because if you've been watching my channel, I have been moving around this room all the time. You have seen this room from every single angle, so I'm happy now and it is staying here. Anyway, next on my favourites is this Benefit Kohl liner. I have had this for ages, but it has been sat in my uni room and I've kind of forgotten about it. So when I went back a few weeks ago, I rediscovered it, and it's not great for the waterline. It doesn't really go on. You find yourself having to do sort of this constantly to get it on, but it is brilliant for using on top of the lid where you'd put liquid liner and then just smudging it up with the other end. So that is what I use it for. Okay, next is another one from Clinique. It is the Take the Day Off Makeup Remover for lids, lashes and lips. This was also included in the Clinique's bonus time. Whenever I get products from their bonus time, it's always a bit of a gamble as to how they're going to turn out, and they usually just sit in a hamper in the corner of my room until I run out of the current makeup remover that I'm using or whatever it is, and then I will try it, and usually it doesn't suit me because the bonus time tends to put products in that suit all skin types, and I feel like I'm quite specialised because I am sensitive and oily, so I have to be careful what I use. And this is very oily. It feels oily when you put it on, but I suppose because it's just for the eyes and the lips, it doesn't affect me. If I was using it on my chin, I would instantly break out. So it's so soft. You literally cotton wool bud again, just gently just do this. There's none of this, you know, ripping your mascara off or anything like that. So it's so gentle and so lovely, and it doesn't have a scent to it, which I always prefer because that's just added chemicals. So yes, very happy with that. Now, my red cherry lashes. I'm sure you've heard of red cherry lashes before. I first heard them from the YouTuber Jacqueline Hill. She wears them in number 43, so number 43 was the first ones that I went for because I loved how they looked on her. They are 100% human hair, which at first I was a bit like, oh god, but it can't be that bad. I don't know where they get the hair from, but I don't really want to know. So anyway, they are, I suppose, the best eyelashes I've ever had because they are 100% human hair. So it, you know, it's natural hair, and that's what your lashes are. So I've got them on now, you can tell. They are quite dramatic, but they really suit my eye shape. I can wear them on repeat so many times. You just have to obviously pick the glue off every time you use them, give them a quick clean, and they last probably 10 wears, and they are $3 I think on Amazon, which converted to pounds is about £2.20 or something. So when I buy them in Amazon, I buy about 8 at a time. Sometimes as well with eyelashes, if you wear them too often, they sort of end up being this sort of straight line, which is really hard to attach to your eye because they don't have this natural shape that sort of molds to your eye. It helps you out a bit. And these don't straighten out. No matter how many times you wear them, they always keep that shape, so very handy. Okay, finally, I am just going to talk about two brushes. You might already know because I've mentioned these before. These are the Real Techniques brushes. This one is the Sculpting brush. I use this to apply my contour with. It is just the perfect shape. It's angled and it gets right into the cheekbones, right there. Gets into them so well, blends the product out lovely, and there's so soft. I don't know what they are after washing. I've only used these, I think these arrived last week and I've not washed them yet, so I hope that they keep their softness, but I have read some reviews saying that they can get a little bit coarse, so I'll have to see. But this one is definitely my favourite of the two. This is the setting brush, and by setting brush I don't really know what they mean, but what I use this brush for is to do my under eye concealer. It is the perfect size. I invested in the premium kit from Sigma, and not one of the brushes that was in that kit was really suitable for doing the job that I wanted. So I managed to get this for $5.99 from Amazon. I'm not sure if that is the retail price. I have a feeling that's cheaper because that seems too good to be true. And I wasn't sure what to expect when it arrived, but I was so pleasantly surprised. It's gorgeously soft, and I have used this every day now to set my concealer under my eyes, and then I go in with the powder afterwards. I thought I was missing something, got it now. So this is the MAC lipstick in Velvet Teddy. You've probably heard of this before. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Kylie Jenner's been wearing this, so it's been on very high demand, this lipstick, but I managed to get one. This is what I have been wearing, and I've not put it away. I've got a little space in my acrylic makeup holder here for it, but it's not been in there yet because it's always on me. So let me do a swatch. It goes on so nice and it's so buttery. It cost me £13 from the MAC store in Debenham. So yes, that is my May favourites. I hope you liked it. Please give me a thumbs up and leave a comment if you enjoyed it, because then I will continue to do some every month. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. I never say that, and I think that it kind of prompts people to if you do, so I am saying it now. Oh, and if you don't follow my blog, I post lots of little in-between things that I don't mention on my videos, so all the links will be in the information bar down below, and so will the prices, because I've not mentioned many of the prices for these things. So yes, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye! So it is clear liquid. It's not clear liquid. Ugh.